Phospholipase C. What's phospholipase C? Because it's not good to just mention a term that you do not understand. Now, phospholipase C is an enzyme that catalyzes the conversion of inositol 4,5-bisphosphate to inositol triphosphate. Remember when we are talking about receptors, we told you to understand that they are G protein coupled receptors which, when stimulated, activate phospholipase C, leading to increased information of inositol triphosphate and diacylglycerol. Now, what this enzyme does, we said that phospholipase C is an enzyme. It catalyzes the conversion of this inositol 4,5-bisphosphate to inositol triphosphate and DAG, diacylglycerol. So which means without this enzyme, inositol 4,5-bisphosphate will not be converted to inositol triphosphate and diacylglycerol, right? Now, these two things, when this conversion happens, it is this inositol triphosphate and diacylglycerol that will increase the mobilization of calcium channels from the cells, or mobilization of calcium from the storage cells. Now, what is inositol triphosphate and diacylglycerol? IP3 and DAG. Now let's talk about IP3 and DAG. But before I talk about that, let's talk about second messengers. Because IP3 is a second messenger, but before we talk about it, we should understand what second messengers are all about. Now, second messengers are molecules in the body which are responsible for signal transduction. So, what do they do when we say they are responsible for signal transduction? They carry signals from cell surface of target organs to effector organs. Now, let's say, for example, okay, let me just write. They relay signals from cell surface of target molecules to effector organs. Now, what do we mean? For example, let me use the popular web browser that we know. Let's say, for example, Google. Google as a web browser does not have an information on its own. What Google holds that, let's say, for example, I want to search who is the richest man in the world. Google carries the information from the site that has it. Let's say the stuff was posted on a site like Amazon or on Facebook. Google carries this information from the site that has it. Now, this site that has it is the target molecule, right, to effector organs, and brings it to my screen. So Google in this sense is acting as a second messenger. It does not have any information of its own. It does not have any effect on its own, but it's in between. It relays information or signals from the target organs to effector molecules or effector organs, the organs that will carry out the effect. So, example of these second messengers are IP3, we have CAMP, etc. Now, we're talking about inositol-triphosphate, IP3, when we are talking about phospholipase C. So since phospholipase C is going to increase the formation of IP3 by converting inositol 4,5-bisphosphate to IP3 and DAG. What is now the function of IP3 and DAG? Now what IP3 do is to increase or enhances the mobilization of calcium ion or calcium ion from the storage organs, right? So once IP3 is activated, there is an increase of calcium ion in the body. Same thing as DAG. DAG helps to increase activation of protein kinase C. Let's take it like this. IP3, calcium ion, DAG, protein kinase C. Now we have talked about for M1, M3, and M5. I've talked about phospholipase C, talk about what second messengers are, talk about IP3, DAG, and the rest. Now on the other hand, we talked about that they can inhibit the formation of adenylyl cyclase. Now, just like we made us to understand that phospholipase C is an enzyme, adenylyl cyclase is also an enzyme that converts ATP, adenosine triphosphate, to cyclic AMP. Remember that cyclic AMP is the second messenger, just like the other one. Inositol triphosphate is the second messenger. So adenylyl cyclase is an enzyme that converts ATP, adenosine triphosphate, to cyclic AMP. Now, what is now the function of cyclic AMP? Cyclic AMP, just like I told you, is a second messenger that is responsible for a lot of signal transduction in the body. It's responsible for many processes in the body. It does this by activating protein kinase A. So CAMP, protein kinase A. Remember we talked about DAG as protein kinase C. So CAMP is protein kinase A. Let's do a recap.